Hi, welcome back to Azimuth Podcast. I'm Barrett McNabb, and with me is Kimberly McNabb. We're so sorry that we haven't posted in a little bit, but unfortunately, many of you know that we live in Houston, Texas, and we were affected by the derecho wind that occurred on Thursday, and we were part of the almost 1 million people that were out of power. In fact, we were uploading our weekly episodes that we break into segments during the power outage, and so we were 3 days without power.
Yeah, so winds as high as 125 miles per hour hit Houston from the north all the way to the southeast, and at least 800,000 people were without power. Today it's around 200,000, and we got our power back the night before last, and temperatures have been rising up into the 90s. So give a prayer for those who are still without power, and our kids have been home because of the power outage, because the school has not had power, and people have been without power. We were afraid that the water pumps, fueled by electricity, were going to affect the water supply. I don't think that has happened, thank goodness. And we've seen some responses in humanity, from the good to the bad and ugly. I follow some Facebook groups for the local community. People have stepped up. Those with electricity have said, hey, other moms out there, if you're breastfeeding your baby and you need a place to store those bags with the breast milk, my freezer works, my electricity works, you could store it here, it'll be okay. People have put out extension cords from their houses like, hey, I have electricity, if you need to charge your devices, here's my address. Come charge your devices free of charge. And
they're leaving those electrical outlets in their driveway, so people can just come up and plug in, charge what they need, and then drive off, and the next person can come through.
I even saw one post of someone with a fish tank saying, hey, my aquarium has not had electricity for 2 days. Things are getting a little ugly. Can you help me out and store my fish?
Now that's true humanity, is offering pet fish sitting services.
Exactly.
For strangers, and just throw your fish in my aquarium and I'll take care of them. You can have them later.
Yeah, so, and we've seen tons and tons of linemen come from out of state, as far away as New Mexico, Austin. Barrett says he's seen plates with from the state of Michigan on them.
Michigan, Oklahoma, Florida, Wisconsin, multiple Texas cities, San Antonio, Austin, Dallas. You said New Mexico.
Yes.
As well. So it's been a huge unity of effort helping CenterPoint out, which is the electricity provider inside downtown Houston. And we have some footage that obviously we're displaying while we're talking, so you can see some of the devastation, but you can also see just the rallying of all of the CenterPoint and associated electricians and people that are in these bucket loaders that are going up and handling live electricity wires to help all of us. We couldn't be more thankful for everything that we've had. Now, unfortunately, there's been a little bit of bad that has gone on as well. People have posted on the internet that unfortunately people are stealing generators out of people's homes. I went and decided to go down to Pearland, which is a city that's about 40 miles south of Houston, to go to a Lowe's to get a generator. And I figured I'd just make a bold move. And I get down there, they have 2 generators left. I talk to the salesperson and find out that this is gonna fit my needs. And so I went ahead and we put a sticker on it, and he said, look, if you wanna get some extension cords, go to aisle 13. I'll be here at aisle 27 holding onto your generator. So I went to aisle 13 and got a couple of 100-foot extension cords, and got back, and there were 5 Lowe's employees trying to calm down an older gentleman, probably in his 60s, who was just irate, had his credit card out and said, I want to buy this right now. The person that you say it belongs to is not here. Let me swipe the card. I want it right now. And they're trying to explain, sir, we've already held this for somebody. And so I am walking up, and one of the Lowe's employees like, where have you been? And I said, all I did is I went to aisle 13 like you told me and came right back. But they said, look, sir, this is the gentleman who owns the generator. And he walked off in a huff. But, it would have been, thank goodness the Lowe's employees kind of stood their ground. But that would have been a generator that would have been, taken from my position after I've already put down a deposit.
Sounds like another Tickle Me Elmo from the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually did have to participate in a Tickle Me Elmo argument, except there was 2 left, and the person wanted to buy 2, and the Walmart adjudicated and said, you get one, and that's it. So it worked out well there. But we just want to say how much we appreciate all of you. And again, we're sorry, we were right in the middle of the upload when all the lights went out and all the power was lost. And really the wind affected not only electricity, which obviously affects the internet, but also cellular as well. So the cellular phone calls were spotty, but there was no data and no text messages that were happening with the cell phone. So we couldn't even upload a short. But we're just so appreciative that you guys are out there. If you really want to do us a favor, if you want to hit that subscribe button if you're watching this video, and if you want to please like and share, it would really do us a huge favor. We've never asked before. We've never asked. We have a little banner that pops up and says subscribe, but we've never actually asked before. So if you could do that for us, it would be huge. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really benefits us greatly. So we wanted to reach out to you and say, look, we're okay, and we just wish good blessings on the people who don't have power yet. But CenterPoint is out there working on it, and we couldn't be more proud of the level of humanity we've seen. So.
And what are some lessons, some key takeaways? Yeah.
So thank you, Kimberly, for that, because I forgot. So if you are affected by this and you have lost food like we have, we had to throw out. Refrigerator lasts about 4 hours, and we had to throw out all of our food because it was spoiling. All of our freezer stuff thawed, and so we had to throw that out as well. You can claim food on your homeowner's insurance policy or your renter's insurance policy. If you check with your insurance carrier that you utilize, you might be able to get some of that back. I think you said take photographs of it.
Before it goes in the bin and the trash collector collects it, yep.
Yeah, because you want to be able to prove what you had in there.
And if you had to eat out, you may be able to claim that as well.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't realize that one. Mm-hmm. So, but one of the things that you want to be able to do is be prepared, right? And so you want to be able to have potable water, which is drinkable water, on hand. You want to be able to make sure that you have batteries, that you have a couple of rechargeable items. What we had was hand crank radios that doubled as LED flashlights. And so we were able to spend about 5 minutes cranking that and got about 3 hours worth of lighting out of it. But I highly...
Car inverter was a godsend for us.
Yep.
So we saved our kids' iPads a lot.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we did is we ran our truck, made sure that we had fuel in it, ran the truck and had a car inverter in there so we could charge some of our electronics. And again, we have very small children, so they didn't really understand what was going on. So being able to charge that stuff, but also having canned food as well that doesn't require a lot of preparation. Now our natural gas didn't go out, but all the electricity did. So we were able to heat up canned food. Now I had to take a match and light the natural gas, but this just goes to show why the Biden administration getting rid of gas appliances.
They have no idea what they're talking about.
Bad move. But yeah, those are some of the tips that we kind of learned, and we just wanted to share those with you. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching Azimuth Podcast, and we'll get back to scheduling regularly.